In my first video, we discussed the problems with single-use plastic in design and the issues that this is causing for the environment. We also touched on changes that we can make to our lives in order to lessen the impact, along with how we as designers can use our profession to influence the public's use of these materials. To gain a better insight into how professionals in the field are currently dealing with the issue, I spoke to graphic designer Sonia Tabane of Personified Design, as well as craft beer designer Clint Weaver, also known as Pocket Beagles. Clint is a graphic designer who specialises in craft beer and hospitality industries. His work is mainly print-based, spanning across magazines, packaging and posters. Sonia also produces mostly print-based work. However, she also does a lot of branding, reports, brochures, t-shirts, stationery and signage. She mentioned that in the past 2 years or so, web and digital project requests have increased. So we already see that there's been a shift from print to web-based design. So this is an area where our waste has already been reduced. But how about plastic? When asked about her knowledge on the issue of single-use plastics, Sonia said she was mostly educated about the topic through social media. She also said, at uni, we had a subject that taught us about our responsibility as designers to educate our clients and encourage them not to print unnecessarily, and about the more environmentally friendly inks and printing processes. I can't recall much info specifically on plastics, however. Clint had a similar answer. He also said that in his personal life, he does take some steps to reduce my impact on the environment concerning single-use plastics. I think it is an extremely important issue for people to be aware of and alter their lifestyle to lessen their impact. This shows us that although there is some awareness around the issue, there is a gap in the education system that needs to be filled, not just for designers but for the public. I was interested in whether this topic was ever discussed with clients and whether they also have concerns for the environment. Sonia said that most do, however what they do to actually address the issue is another story. She also said that recently she has noticed that new clients are much more environmentally aware, and for some, their business revolves around being sustainable and using natural and non-toxic products. One of her clients is a company called Nice Wraps. They are beeswax and cotton food wraps that aim to eliminate the use of Glad wrap in the kitchen. I wondered whether there was companies that don't address these issues and why this might be. Clint said that a lot of his clients are from small startups and the money is tight. The most environmentally friendly solutions are not always the cheapest and therefore not achievable in every case. Clint has also noticed clients taking steps to make their products more environmentally friendly. He said that many want to emphasise to their customers the sustainable practices they undertake when producing their products. He said with more and more consumers becoming more aware of the environmental issues, it is important for businesses to work it into their plans from the beginning. His largest client, Froth Magazine, made the choice at the beginning to print with an environmentally focused print company that uses forest-friendly practices. Sonia believes that clients only take the less environmentally friendly option when they aren't aware of alternatives. It comes down to whether or not they have a clear education on how they can reduce their use of plastic. I asked if there were any resources that Sonia or Clint use to find out more about sustainable choices or general trends within the design industry. Sonia said, I subscribe to Design Business Council and AGDA, whose articles sometimes inform me, but other than that, I would love to know where I can find out more. She also added, it's very important that we all do what we can to help the environment. Every little bit helps. Clint said that he doesn't currently refer to any particular resources, but did emphasise the importance of being informed of the issue as an emerging designer. Knowledge of this is very important and will become an asset to understand fully. It could also help you sell your services as an environmentally conscious designer. Although Clint and Sonia are mostly print-based and may not have as much contact with items typically constructed out of plastic, this definitely gives me a bit of insight into how the sustainability discussion occurs between designers and their clients. The most important takeaway from this is that we have identified a major education gap. for clients, but also for the designers themselves. I started thinking about ways in which I could solve this issue and use the information I have learned during the interviews to my advantage. Stay tuned for the next stage of my assignment where I will attempt to provide a solution to this issue.